Hearing close in the forest you'll find a fabulous banquet, a fairy ball. If you close your eyes and you open your mind, the veil disappears and you'll see it all.
Hi my angels, it's Hailey Reese, and for today's video, we are going to be diving into a subject matter that I've wanted to talk about for a long time on my channel, but one, I was kind of freaked out to, and also I didn't really know where to start. Ever since I think it was Shane Dawson did a video on the dark web, I've wanted to do like research into it and kind of learn a little bit about it without actually finding it, if that makes any sense. And just a day ago, I was actually looking up people's experiences on the dark web to kind of get an idea of if I was going to do a video about it or what I wanted to do with it, and I found a thread slash story of somebody who says that they went too deep and they weren't careful enough. And rather than reading it on my own, I decided why not read it in a video so we can all hear, because I'm sure that there's more people who are curious about this as well. But before we get into today's video, I would just very quickly like to thank today's video sponsor, Is It Love Drogo. Now, Is It Love Drogo is actually an interactive love story game that has multiple storylines they release throughout the year. This one is about vampires, which super excites me because I love vampires, and it is available on both Android and iOS. And the app is available for free in the App Store and the Google Play Store. Honestly, I was really excited about this sponsorship because lately I've been playing games on my phone to unwind or relax or just kind of take my mind off things when I'm stressed. And since I love vampires, this has been a really fun one for me. So if you guys want to go ahead and play Is It Love Drogo, all you have to do is go ahead and click the link at the very top of my description. And thank you so much to Ubisoft for sponsoring today's video. But without further ado, let's get into reading this person's experience on the dark web, because I am so curious as to what exactly they mean by they weren't careful enough. If you guys want me to do an entire video on the dark web and the deep web and talking about what it is and essentially what happens there and all of that freaky stuff that goes along with it, make sure to leave a comment down below, because I thought about making this video for a super long time, but I wasn't sure if it was something that you guys would be interested in. So make sure to let me know if you'd be interested in that. But let's read this person's experience. So this is called I Wasn't Careful Enough on the Deep Web, which just gives me chills. I have no idea like what it even entails because I haven't read it yet. I haven't read it yet, that's funny. The deep web is one of the most amazing things on earth. Not because of how joyful it makes people or anything, but because it is a completely uncensored view of people. You can speak your mind, buy what you want, do anything you want when on the dark or deep web. You have complete and total freedom. I had always been fascinated by the deep web, and at the time the events in this story occurred, I was in college. Lots of people at my campus had really been getting into accessing the dark and deep web. It was almost like a trend. With so many people getting on it, it seemed perfectly safe for me to give it a try. It's never safe. Now, I had always heard of the deep web horror stories, stories of hacking, stumbling on disgusting sites, and people even somehow finding your address. These stories were mainly what kept me off of the deep web, but most of the people at my college were using it on a normal basis, so I decided to give it a go. I asked a friend to come over and help me set it up. When my friend arrived, we opened up my laptop and began to set everything up. He told me that we were using Tor, a program that lets you access the deep web. He also asked me if I was planning on doing anything illegal, to which I replied no. He said that since I wasn't, we didn't need to install Tails, which was apparently a software that makes it more secure if you plan on doing illegal things. A little while later, everything was set up. I have my new IP address, and my friend gave me a brief rundown of what to do and what not to do. He made it very clear that when I was using the hidden wiki, or wiki, I don't know, that I kept it on censored mode so that it would be less likely for me to see something I didn't want to see. After about 2 weeks of using the deep web, I felt like a pro. I had accessed many different sites, spoken with some great people, made friends, and even bought some weed. I had become cocky and was ready to dig deeper into the dark web. I turned off the censored mode on the hidden wiki and began to browse the links. It took a while, mostly because Tor is a bit slow and many of the links just led to dead web pages. Eventually, I stumbled upon a site called All the Gore. It was mainly a big chat room with many different topics. I had a fairly strong stomach. I had seen many violent movies and even seen beheadings, killings, etc. through the normal internet. After looking at a few different chat rooms, I noticed how sick the site really was. People in the chat rooms were actual killers. What? Bragging about some of the things they had done. In the chat room, you could also post pictures. One man by the name of Culture045 had the stage in one of the chat rooms. He was explaining in great detail how he broke into someone's house, kidnapped a little girl, brutally killed her parents by hiding under their bed and opening their throats. He then explained how he brought the little girl back to his house and all of the horrible things he did to her. I didn't think he was telling the truth at first, but then he posted pictures. They were the most horrifying pictures I had ever seen. Close-ups of the poor 8-10-year-old girl and everything he had done to her. Culture kept posting pictures. The new ones were of the girl tied to a chair, bleeding, crying, throwing up, etc. Then he showed a picture of him with a drill, drilling her skull. The most haunting part is while he was doing it, he was looking at the camera with sheer joy on his face. I'd seen enough and typed in the chat room window, "You people are sick and you deserve to die. How can you sleep at night?" Immediately, people began making fun of me, saying that I was just as helpless and ignorant as the little girl in the pictures, and that I should get off the big boy part of the internet. They began saying that I was a pussy and calling me an empath when Culture typed something in the chat box. He said, "Really? Where do you live, buddy? I'm sure everybody would love to see you on this site." I then made the biggest mistake of my life and typed, "I'm calling the police and having this site shut down." Less than a minute later, everything on the site went black. A new chat box appeared in green. In it, somebody named Admin1 typed in the box. He said, "Call the cops and you will regret it." I didn't type anything in the box and reached for my cell phone. What happened next haunts me to this day. My phone said I had a new message. I opened it and it said, "Call the police, you're dead." There was no number. It didn't even say unknown number. It was just blank. I looked back at my laptop and saw my webcam light turned on. I quickly covered it, but I saw the screen, a picture of me looking at my phone. I got wide-eyed and froze for a moment when the admin typed again, "Put the phone down right now and uncover your webcam." I put my phone down, but I kept the webcam covered. When he typed again, "Okay, be like that." Right after, he posted my full name, age, address, and everything about me in the chat box and typed, "It would really be a shame if you and your college buddies went missing, wouldn't it?" He said. I then did as he said and uncovered my webcam. He then told me to follow his instructions on how to make it impossible for me to ever reach the site again. I followed each and every one. When I finished, I got a text that said, "Now don't ever try and come back." Just like before, it had no number. I still called the police from my friend's phone, but they were never able to find or access the site. If you ever go on the deep web, don't ever just mindlessly explore, especially if you don't have additional software to keep you more secure. I was a stupid college kid, and I just hope nobody makes the same mistakes I did. I moved to a different home and changed all of my information, but I still get nightmares to this day. Wow. I think what's so crazy and so scary about that is that even if that particular story isn't true, which it sounds like it is, but even if it isn't true, if somebody made it up, I don't doubt for a second that these things occur on the dark web. It's just so frightening to think of, and I think that it's a true testament to the fact that we should never, ever, ever, ever go exploring on the deep or dark web. Well, you guys, what did you think of that story? Have you ever heard of anybody who did go on the dark web? What is your opinion on the deep and dark web? And do you want me to make an entire video outlining exactly what it is? Make sure to drop comments down below and let me know what you guys thought of this video. Once again, thank you so much to Ubisoft for sponsoring today's video, and don't forget that if you guys want to go ahead and play Is It Love Drogo, the link will be at the very top of my description. And that is it for today's video. If you guys are new to my channel or you are just not yet subscribed but you do enjoy my videos, I would absolutely love it if you would go ahead and click that subscribe button. And please give this video a big thumbs up if you did enjoy it, because it makes my heart super, super happy when you guys do that. So please do that. Remember, my loves, do all things with kindness. And until next time, I love you.